Welcome back, Simona Cochi, The Italian Way. Today I'm absolutely delighted to have one of the 7 international guests of honor at Biennale Florence, the 15 editions. I'm talking about Gabriel Isak, a Swedish fine art photographer, well known for his conceptual works, near to the surrealism, but it is also this work serves nowadays to understand what the struggles time we are in. So Gabriel Isak is today is going to receive as well the amazing award, Lorenzo il Magnifico's President's Award. And in few hours' time, you will be engaged in this ceremony. So thank you very much, Gabriel, to have joined us in this conversation. Gabriel Isak, directly from Biennale. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm so happy. So these are really overwhelming moments for you. You have such an incredible career with this amazing award that you are going to receive, as I said in my presentation in a few hours.
Yes, I'm very excited and honored to
Okay.
receive it. It's really wonderful.
Okay, so I will start with your personal engagement at this edition of Florence Biennale. You have multifaceted roles. Can you introduce us to your, your task for, and your, of course, you are the one of the major guests for this event, and I want to know exactly you forged light and darkness, and then you are also in the board to select the works.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was invited to participate at the guest of honor at the Florence Biennale 2025 edition. The theme of this Biennale is the sublime essence of light and darkness, which is a theme that gets brought up within my work, where I have turned a lot of dark experiences that I have personally been through and tried to shine a light on those experiences and turn them into something beautiful and relatable for the people who interact with my work.
Yeah, definitely. And so also your way to use art to analyze and give a way to understand better the struggles of these days, because we are living in very difficult times, mostly mentally. And so, which are the goals of your art? Also, apart from expressing yourselves, but what we would like the people will understand, how do you think admiring your works people can be helped?
So a lot of my work has been inspired by the years that I went through depression and the concept of mental health in today's society is that there is so much stigma around it. And there's over 300 million people in the world that goes through depression day to day, which has made it even more important for me to cover the topic within my work and to shine a light on those experiences. And when people view my work, and the goal of my work is to turn these experiences that I have been through into an objective experience for the people who perceive my work, and to shine a light on the experiences of being, and have the people look at my work and create a story that is personal to them within my work, since a lot of my work is always anonymous, with the concept of the spectator being able to put themselves in the shoes of the subject that is represented within my work.
So also you are photographer, and so I would like to delve into your techniques and your main features and how you get involved in this. For me, is a wonderful art, because I think photography is really nowadays, apart from the awful because we have also to fight the upcoming AI,
Yes.
reproduction. So there is we are facing a huge problem there, and
Yes.
but we have to remind to the audiences that photography is absolutely an incredible art. So
Absolutely.
explain us your techniques and your reference models, everything, in order to understand why photography is so unique and so powerful.
Yeah. So a lot of my photography has been inspired by great surrealist painters such as Rene Magritte. It's also been inspired by philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, who has done so much cover on the concept of existentialism, which to me goes a little bit hand in hand with what I try to express within my work. And since a lot of my work has been inspired by paintings, when I started creating my work, I was trying to figure out how can I make my photography look like paintings. And so I start my process with researching the theme or ideas I want to explore within my work or the series that I want to create. And then I scout surreal locations around the world where I would want to travel to photograph the work. For example, the photo that is behind you was photographed in Death Valley. So then I bring my subject there. Usually I bring my subject is most of the time myself. But I put myself in a black or blue or white bodysuit, so my whole identity becomes obscured. And then I put myself within these landscapes, or I have a female figure within my landscape, and always anonymous, and with the landscape and the subject interacting to create the idea that I want to create. So most of it is very planned in advance. Then I photograph at right after sunset or right before sunrise, where all the colors are very blue and flat and painterly like. So it's a it's a big planning process always to create my works of art, as well as the ones behind me have all been photographed in that way.
Yeah, definitely. You have a way of being absolutely unique, and this is easable perceiving. People like me that is accustomed to see many images. It's absolutely high catching your works, and so even these anonymous figures that you use, if I'm not wrong, it is because you want that all the people can be, they can think themselves like the protagonist of your work.
Exactly, exactly. So um, because to me, the photos that I create may come from an inspiration from personal experience that I feel a lot of people can relate to, or remove the stigma around mental health. But the photos are never about me. I just create them, and then people can make their own story with the photograph that they feel attached to, where they see themselves as the subject, and it brings out feelings in them and emotions from something that touches them or something that they have been through that they then can relate back to within the work.
And let's talk a little bit about light and darkness. It's like
Yes.
chiaro scuro for the Renaissance, for Caravaggio. So, as you are now in Italy, of course, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Upon your thoughts, is there in modern times still a link with these kind of chiaroscuro widely widely expresses during the Rinascimento?
I'm not sure if I understand the question. I'm sorry.
Okay. Light and darkness is the theme, okay? And you know that we have a current of artists in the Renaissance depicting with chiaroscuro.
Yes.
So how much you feel related to also to these ancient arts?
Yeah. To me, I feel the concept of light and darkness is very present in my work, but I think for me personally, it started when I began studying Carl Jung's work, and he talks about the shadow and the self a lot within his work and the dualism between the two and how they need to come together to fully accept and become who you're truly meant to be. So I've always been inspired by dualism within my work, whether that's light meets dark, yin meets yang, shadow meets self, and because it's all very reflective towards what I want to create within my work.
Yeah, it's a kind of syncretism of philosophy embodies your works.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
do dive very deep into emotions with my work, whether that is melancholism, and to me, like the concept of psychology plays a big role within my work, and the concept of light meets dark.
Okay, and for about your role in Biennale as uh, you are on the board, so you are also in charge to select and to judge different works. What you have to, what were your main challenges in embodying such a role? So have you?
Yeah, it's definitely been a great experience, and I think that it's always about trying to perceive something that depicts a lot of authenticity and uniqueness, and comes back to the theme of this year's Biennale, which is the sublime essence of light and darkness, and concept of dualism and unity within contemporary design and art. So it's definitely been very exciting.
So how do you see yourself in 5, 10 years? What would you like to realize in with your art? So I think you already step into an incredible adventure, and this experience in Biennale could, of course, could I for sure it's one of the milestones, incredible of your incredible career.
Yeah,
And so, how do you envision yourself in few years' time?
I definitely want to continue to create exhibitions around the world where a lot of people get access towards interacting with the works in person. Because to me, it's a very different experience compared to seeing them on a screen. And I have a lot of exciting projects ahead that I'm excited towards. One of them is I'm currently working on a book that will come out hopefully next year. And I want to continue to create exhibitions and the works that I want to create and keep on living the artist life, which is my purpose and passion being here, right?
Okay, so you said something that for me is really fascinating because I'm a daughter of an artist, a musician, and a painter, and
Yeah,
so the the life of an artist nowadays. How do you think it changed during times? Do you think it's easier nowadays, or is more difficult?
it's definitely easier in ways of that everyone can become like an overnight sensation because of social media. Social media brings a lot of opportunities to people where they can share their work and put their work out there. And that is something that I definitely recommend a lot of people to do. My professors, when I was doing my bachelor's of fine art, recommended us to start sharing our work online while we were trying to find our style. And I think that the age of connectivity that we live in brings a lot of more opportunities to artists around the world, no matter what medium that is. And I think that it's important to get discouraged because there is also a lot more competition these days and everything, but it's all about having a unique voice and authenticity within your work. So it has definitely changed from how it was back in the days, but I think that it's also exciting with the tools that we have access to today with social media and connectivity and a lot more tools towards learning how to become an artist through online education, for example.
Okay. And what about Florence itself as a city? Um, so you are from Sweden, okay?
Yes.
And maybe, I don't know, it's also the environment where you grow that could inspire towards specific arts. Uh,
Yeah.
I I envision that. Okay, so that's why the difference of the art currents among the North artists rather than the Mediterranean art. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
uh, as an artist, what you perceive walking around in Florence. So, did you get different emotions? Uh, how you felt your presence
Yeah.
in that city?
There's definitely more of the liveliness down here and
Politeness.
liveliness.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the streets are more alive. There's more liveliness in the energy, and there's a lot of beautiful architecture around the city that is very beautiful. And it's more of a Mediterranean lifestyle compared to where I come from in Sweden, where I feel like there is more nature incorporated into the cities and places and more of a melancholism within the country because it is so far up north. So you kind of have to learn to live in the dark the majority of the year and not get caught up by it. Whereas here, I feel it's the complete opposite almost. And to me, growing up in that environment has obviously inspired my work because I feel like a lot of Scandinavian artists works with the concept of melancholism within their work, and it's cloudy most of the year and very blue, which also
Exactly. Are you
inspires.
where from? Where?
I'm
Stockholm.
from, yeah,
Okay.
in Stockholm, yes, and so it is definitely an inspiring place for me to live and create my work, but it can also be challenging to be in a place where it's dark the majority of the year. So whereas here I feel there is more light, there is more liveliness and beautiful architecture and a lot of art and maybe less nature from what I've seen so far, but it's a different city and beautiful
Yeah.
in its own way.
And did you felt the inspiration of depicting something from, because it depends on the energy, no? Maybe
Yeah,
you appreciate Florence, you appreciate Italy, but you don't have the push, no? The artistic inspiration is
yeah,
really, really different, you know? It's not
yeah,
because a place is beautiful, you must, or you are feeling inspired to do something.
yeah,
Yeah? Okay.
yeah.
So tell me what you felt.
I
Do you feel that you will be engaged in something that you saw in Florence? Until now you don't catch, you don't know till now.
Yeah, I think that I haven't found something in particular that has brought that feeling, but the city has a lot of art, and that has inspired me to push and create more.
Yeah.
So, and work more with the theme of light within my work, and to to keep on going and pushing and creating.
Okay, so we saw your works housed in Fortezza da Basso, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are you okay? So where you're gonna after Biennale, do you have a schedule, a calendar, or where we're gonna actually?
I didn't hear what you were saying after
Okay,
Biennale.
okay. After Biennale, with your collections of works, are you
Yes,
going somewhere? You already schedule something?
I'm gonna be in an art fair in Amsterdam next month, and then I have some more exhibitions and projects coming out next year that I'm currently working on. So yeah, it's just to stay tuned and
Okay.
keep on following. Yeah,
So I know you're very busy. We have uh, uh, to say to you arrivederci, hopefully. And I want you to release and to leave your references, your Instagram website, so the people can reach you out and see um, more of your works.
yeah,
So can you let us know where they can find you?
yeah. So my website is gabrielisak.com, and
Yeah.
then Instagram is the same, Gabriel underscore Isak, and then Facebook, Gabriel Isak Photography. And yeah, we'll post all updates there that is happening ahead and exhibitions and projects. So that's where people can follow.
Okay. So thank you very much. It has been really an interesting conversation, and I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm very
Okay.
happy to be here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.